Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a quick preview of the G60 i5 M60. This is courtesy of BMW North America here at the Rolex Motorsport Reunion at Laguna Seca. So this is in frozen pure gray. So the revised headlights. So similar to what's on the new X5 and X6 in terms of daytime running lights. Our front fascia. Basically a faux grille. And then you've got M badging over here, sensors in the middle, and you see the camera there is a little bit offset from the middle, which is a little bit unusual from what we've seen before. And a little bit of air intakes down at the bottom.
My name is Mike.
And over the side, brand new wheels and red M Sport calipers. Interesting badging on the side. And we have M-style mirror caps, integrated turn signal, of course. And unlike the 7 Series, you have flush door handles and sort of that monolithic, let me back up here, look to the side profile. Here's the 3/4 view. And let's take a look at the inside real quick. So opening up, we have, I believe it's a white, maybe a Vaganza interior. I don't know 100% what's on here. Let me take a look at the sheet. All right, so there's an Alcantara Vaganza interior. At least that's what the labeling says. You can see very similar to the G77 series, sort of like an interaction bar going here. Bowers & Wilkins sound system. And the seat looks pretty damn comfortable. But you'll notice there's no badging here on the door sill, and controls for the seat are still on the seat itself. Although not all the stuff is there, I imagine. You know, you're going to have to probably press this around and then it will pop up with the controls for the seat. Alright, so inside, M Sport steering wheel, which is basically the same that's on the new G77 series. M badging here. Tricolor stitching for the M colors. Boost shifter here. It is an i5 M60, just like the i7, that boost is still there. So in front of me, we have the new iDrive 8.5 from the factory, and of course, interaction bar up here. So very 7 Series-ish on the interior. And your quick control or quick access things for the widgets over here. Climate control is now down here. So a lot more, I think, easier to use and understand how it works. And your staging area, which can, of course, be changed by swiping to the left here. So they have a little bit more on this one, 8.5. So you have navigation, my modes, live vehicle, media, and weather. So it's a little bit more than what I've seen on our X5. But pretty impressive interior. So maybe not as luxurious as a 7, but very reminiscent of the 7 series. And then door handles. You actually have door handles here. Take a look at that. So not exactly like the 7 series or the iX. And then we've got 5 badging here on the Hofmeister kink, although not exactly what you're used to with Hofmeister kinks. We'll take a look at the back seat. All right, so pretty impressive back seat. Of course, have the moonroof, basically a panoramic moonroof. So I don't think it's like the iX. There's no electrochromatic thing going on here. It's just open all the time. And then there is no rear seat climate control for the rear passengers. So there's nothing back here like on the 7 series where you'd have the panel here to adjust things in the back seat. But I say knee room and legroom is really, really good. And excuse the bucket hat, it's hot out here with the sun. But pretty decent in terms of headroom. All right, but otherwise, this is a pretty fantastic feeling car from the back seat. And of course, this one is nearly 600 horsepower. I think it's like 590 horsepower and about 600 and some odd torques. All right, excuse the loudness. I'll try and make sure that we can hear everything. So looking at the sheet, so 593 horsepower and 586 torques. It's an 81 kilowatt hour battery. So it's basically the same as the i4 battery size. And then you've got, what else we got here? See all the optional equipment here. So dynamic handling package, $2,500. Driving Assistance Pro for another $2,500. So that's an increase in price for most Driving Assistance Pro package on the new iDrive 8 or 8.5. M Sport Pro for another $1,050. Premium package for $2,500. Exec package, again, you can combine those two things just like on the new 7 Series now. $3,850 for that. Heated steering wheel, again, an option. Why is that an option on the 5 Series? $200. 21-inch wheels for $1,800. Iconic Glow Kidney Grill for $500. Power rear sunshade and rear side window shades for $600. Front and rear heated seat for $500. Sky Lounge roof, that's an option for $600. Front ventilated seat for $500. M Carbon exterior package for $1,500. I definitely don't see any carbon fiber on the back here. Frozen pure gray metallic paint for another $3,600. And it's actually the merino leather upholstery rather than Vaganza for $2,450. But Vaganza is an option. Oh, these are just all those things scheduled. It's not particularly this car. These are all the pricing options. So sorry about that. $6,000 for metallic paint. So this is not necessarily the spec sheet for this particular vehicle, although it's got a lot of different things on here. Range, I think, for the M60, I'll put that in the description. But I think it's about 250-ish or 60 miles. But while it's quiet, let's take a quick look around the rest of the i5 M60. But I think a very interesting car, and we'll have a more in-depth view when we start getting our Hea model, which I think will be coming up maybe in another month or so. Stay tuned, but thanks for checking out the i5 M60 with me. We'll see you at the next video.